So, previously on D&D, a lot happened. The Blades of Drrust teleported into the pocket dimension of Larlock the Shadow King, and they all found themselves split up in some kind of version of his old sky city of Jiksidur, back in the days of old Netheril's heights. Reed and Ulfgar found themselves imprisoned. Sang and Dalar met up with a sort of mini resistance group, a combination of the Mage Slayers and the Ralmathari. You haven't really delved too much into them yet. And Giampus and Tristan found themselves in some sort of competition to become the first Sword of Jiksidur. And we will pick up with them. So first of all, both of you, I'll say the first round of fights goes by very easily for you. I'll let you each describe your opponent and how you defeat them.
I have to describe my opponent.
Just, I'm giving you the reins here. I'm letting you tell the story.
Mini DM, damn.
You can mini DM yourself for a moment here for this first opponent.
Okay. My first opponent shall be, I don't know. He's going to be a really cocky young nobleman with a rapier and dagger.
Yeah, like, my father gave me this just last week.
Yes, and he's just going to try and, like, dance around me, and I'm just going to smack him in the face with my shield.
Do you use your sword at all, or just your shield bashes?
I just shield bash him so hard it knocks him out.
Nice. And, what about you, Giampus? Bearing in mind, everybody hates you.
My first opponent is a gnome.
Yep.
He's
like a garden gnome.
and no, an actual real gnome. But Giampus will just like go to attack him with his glaive. The guy like jumps over it, but then he's like straddled, so one leg is either side of it. So then GLD will just lift his glaive up, flinging the gnome straight through the air into the crowd. Like several hundred feet away.
Nice. I'll say if both of you want to roll, I don't know, some kind of charisma check to see like how well you can win over the crowd as part of this performance. Yeah, I guess
specific skill for this.
I guess it would be performance. Well, it could be like intimidation. Kind of like depends on how, like, what kind of vibe you're going for.
Tristan's fight style is going to be very much more like, because he's not really a performer, right? He's methodical, so I feel like intimidation works better for him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It could be other things.
Because, I mean, okay, there you go.
Okay, the crowds seem to enjoy you guys. Bearing in mind, there's not really much of a crowd at this point. This is just like sort of the warm-up rounds. We're just weeding out the weak at this point, but we eventually do get round to the quarterfinals. So let me drag you to
before or after the semi-finals. I can never remember which way
before.
It goes.
Semi-finals are the second last.
Yep.
Thank you.
What's
this music?
Anyway, we're in the lull of it between battles at this point. Here we are. Giampus.
What's happening?
They're not warforged, but they are like these big guardians that you've seen sort of wandering around here and there, and for now they just seem to be tightening the space and limiting it to this circle that you can see.
So we're not fighting them.
No, they're just there.
Okay.
As a part of it. But Giampus, as a huge skyship flies overhead, like bigger than the one you encountered in the Astral Sea.
I wasn't in the Astral Sea.
True, you weren't. Well, Tristan, you were. So you would recognize it. Either way, it's a big ship. This guy, Vince, will walk up to you, and you recognize him as the one who was, talking shit before. He was the one getting the crowd all against you. And he just has this.
Forgotten him already.
He just has this little smirk on his face as he prepares to battle you.
Okay, then I will smirk back at him, and I will say, "Prepare to die, or not quite die, because I'm unclear on the rules here." Whatever your name is, I've forgotten you already.
He'll just say, "Well, I have no qualms in killing you."
Well, all right then. May the best Dragonborn win.
Okay, go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh yeah, get wrecked.
Wow. You get a +7.
So you rolled a nat 2.
Weak.
So before this battle starts, the sort of commentator, is that the right word?
Yeah. Enough.
Announcer, sure, one of them.
MC.
He'll say, "Up next, we have the dazzling duelist, Vince. And we also have Giampus Limpus Drrust, the acid bringer." And there's like a few...
The acid man, not the acid bringer.
Yeah, no, he's clearly changed it.
Yeah.
Mainly because you're not a man, you're a dragonborn.
Well, we're humanoid shaped.
Okay, you're up first.
Okay.
And if Gampus thought he was a human.
A whole other layer to his character.
Maybe. Okay. Well, just for flair, I'm going to use my side-powered leap for fun.
Nice.
Just because I'm going to fly through the air. Whee! And land right behind him.
Mhm.
And then I will go... Smack, smack, smack.
2 hits.
I'll use Psionic Strike on the first one.
Okay. He's going to uncanny dodge that first one.
Number roll plus intentional modifiers. It's a d12 plus 5. I think it's 12, isn't it? Oh, d12 plus 4. Oh, that's awful.
Oof. Unlucky.
It's fine, he dodged it anyway.
He dodged
Yeah.
the first one, not the second one. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I shall Action Surge and do it again.
A total of 85 damage to this guy.
Nice.
He's looking hurt. Completely taken aback. He will go for a stab.
Miss.
That will miss. He will go
I think
for
I
another.
overestimated my opponent.
Absolutely. He will go for another stab.
Miss.
2 misses. He'll go for a bonus action dagger. Miss.
Hits. Oh no,
Oh.
it's 17. Yeah, 17 just hits.
Okay, just
But I will use my psionic dice to shield myself.
okay. So you reduce the damage
Yes.
by an
Two.
amount.
A d12 plus 4. Oh, come on. Can I use
Yeah.
my inspiration to reroll that?
If you really want to, I'd highly
It's
recommend you
not
don't.
worth it.
But yeah, on this turn, as he can tell that you are definitely a superior match for him, just from this one quick round of attacks, he will just like in the middle of the battle, just say, "Mercy,"
I'm just gonna laugh at him.
and it is your turn.
Come on, nat 20, nat 20.
Wait, I forgot to use my bonus action on last turn as well.
Off with his head.
It's a bonus action to use.
You're using the sword, right?
No, I've been using the glaive so far.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh yeah, of course you have. Yeah,
Yeah.
fair play.
Okay. I'm gonna use a glaive charge to fire my glaive at him as a bonus action.
Okay. So you make a saving throw of some kind?
Yes. Dex save.
Okay,
I am acid
at-
man after all.
he is good at those. You will succeed and take no damage because of evasion.
Oh, okay. Fine. Then just get wrecked.
Yep, he's probably going to be dead here, even if the uncanny dodge is one of them, which he will. Let me just double check the damage. Yeah. How do you want to do this?
I just want to laugh at him in his face and then, like, cut with one glaive, cut off his leg, and then the other slice will, like, cut his torso, and the final one will cut his head off.
Okay. You hear boos from the crowd as the announcer will say,
Oh, yeah.
"Very unsportsmanship." Very unsportsmanlike there from the Dragonborn. Everyone's just booing you as this guy's head just rolls towards your feet.
Can I roll
What do you-
intimidation?
What do you want to
Oh,
sort of do?
I'm gonna do like a roar and like beat my chest and like swirl the glaive around over my head so that the blood like flies off it.
Sure, I'll say roll intimidation. 16.
Not too bad.
Yeah, you're probably intimidating your opponents, but the crowd is still very much hates you.
That's
You are
fine.
definitely
I did kind of forget about the rule there. I
Yeah.
got carried away.
Yeah, I'll say
He's
this
not
probably...
used to this. He's used to fighting fights to the death.
Exactly, and this probably isn't Giampus's first time being the heel. Do you know what the heel is, by the way?
No.
In like boxing or generally in fights, the heel is like the quote unquote villain, like the one everyone hates. So yeah, this probably isn't Giampus's first time doing that kind of thing.
But he's used to gladiatorial fights, but not when you're not fighting to the death. So he kind of got carried away and forgot.
Yeah. Well, either way, you are through to the next round. So I'll say you can pop yourself in the stands somewhere if you want to watch the next bout.
Yeah.
Which of course will be.
Hello.
It's Tristan. Tristan Waters.
Hello, my name's
Tristan Waters!
My name's Tristan Waters, mate.
And
Don't forget you're a Brummie now.
Oh, alright. Oh, blimey, I'm from Tristan. I'm Tristan Alegonda.
King of the viewers.
I'm King Tristan Alegonda from Neverwinter.
Everyone from Neverwinter's actually a Brummie.
Nah, we're too northern.
This is canon now. Too late.
So, the announcer will say, up next, the champion Addy, the beating hammer, and his opponent, Waters, the divine tide.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll take that.
Yeah, you didn't give him much to go with, so he made up his own.
That's pretty good, to be fair. It's better than anything I can come up
Yeah. So, go ahead and roll me initiative.
Sure.
Lol.
Great rolls from both of you.
He will beat his chest twice and like roar at the crowd before charging in on Tristan.
Oh, no.
He does have disadvantage on these.
Miss.
Ooh.
A hit!
Miss.
A hit.
Fine hit!
He hit me.
Wowee.
Slashing damage.
Oh yeah, because it's because of the great sword thing. It's bludgeoning damage.
Alright, there goes my temporary hit point. Alright.
Yes. Your turn.
Finish him.
All that effort for a drop of blood. Okay. Well, I guess Ooh, what should I do to him? I'm going to do a test attack. I attack him just normally.
That will definitely hit.
Cool. Well, in that case, then, I'm gonna throw in a cheeky staggering smite on him, which may be a little bit overkill. I might be doing a Michael here, but we'll see.
Yes.
Alright, let's... Oh, yeah, hit him again.
Yep, and then
And
plus
it's
whatever the smite damage is.
Staggering. He needs to make a wisdom save. That's awful damage. Holy shit.
Wisdom save.
Yeah. Oh, failure.
6. Okay.
19 DC.
So he takes-
So he now has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks again. Oh yeah, that's pitiful.
Oh, that was
a bit of a
pointless,
waste, yeah.
because he already has that.
The name Staggering Smite suggests something else. Okay, I should have double checked that. Oh well, it's fine. It's funny.
Still a bit of extra smite damage for you there. And in fact, he's going to use one of his Indomitables to try and succeed that. In fact, is there even any point?
Not really.
Nah. He'll second wind.
Oh, okay, we're doing that, are we already?
Yeah, might as well. And he'll go in for some more attacks. And
Miss.
all of them will miss.
All of them will miss. Yeah. I'll just be blocking these all over here, and I'm like very unimpressive for a big hammer man.
He hit you once. That's more than most people can say.
No, that's to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh
true.
well. Yeah.
Yep. Damage has been dealt. A lot of damage.
Yep.
On these next attacks, he's going to choose to make them with advantage,
Okay.
which will basically make them a straight roll.
Okay. All miss.
All miss still. Unlucky.
Alright, I'll just keep blocking them and I'll just be like, alright then. Alright.
How do you want to do this?
Well, Tristan's not quite as bloodthirsty, and this guy did actually hit him once, so fair enough. The next, on his last attack, Tristan will just sidestep, smack him in the face with his shield, and then, as he's dazed by it, he'll just put his sword above his head and, pommel smack him on the top of the head.
Nice. I'll say the crowds do cheer for you, Tristan. You hear the commentators say, "A brilliant performance there by the Divine Tide. Put your hands together!" And they all clap.
Brilliant. I'll actually, I'll just raise my sword in the air, like,
Yeah. Got to big it up.
A sea lion or something, like bounce a ball on your nose.
I will say make a performance check. You should be decent at these because it is a charisma.
No, I've only got a 5 to these, but sure. Oh,
Yeah,
16, that's not too bad.
Yeah, 5's good. 16 is not bad. Yeah, you get a decent amount of the crowd on your side there.
Nice.
And you are led away, and the two of you watch these next couple of rounds proceed, and
Get in the stands, Tristan.
Oh, yeah.
it's fine. Basically, you watch as the next two victors also just decimate their opponents. It's sort of a decimation on all sides here. There is clearly four people who deserve to be in the semi-finals. And the four of you gather around the guy sort of running this event. He'll say, "Champions, very well done. There will be a little shindig later on in the entertainment district. I would recommend that you all come. There will be sponsors. There will be scouts looking out for your superiority. Maybe a good chance for you to rub noses with the right people, if you know what I mean. And tomorrow we'll host the finals, where the four of you will be going up against one another simultaneously."
Simultaneously, eh? Interesting.
But only one of you.
Free for all.
Yes, precisely. Only one of you will come out victor.
Interesting.
So I hope to see you all later on. He does like a little like, "Are you gonna come?"
Yeah.
To this
Yes.
little event?
Yeah.
Where is this entertainment district you speak of?
Head down into the main town. I'm sure asking around you'll be able to find directions to it. The red light should give it away.
I see. Are the drinks free?
No, but surely Dragonborn of your status has some coin.
No. I have one copper coin.
Well, then water it is for you.
That's free, is it?
Water, yes, water is free. Actually, I shouldn't have meant alcoholic beverages and the likes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes,
But
we
you
would
said
never.
There's sponsors there. Maybe they can sponsor me some drinks.
Well, perhaps if you speak to the right people. I mean, no offense, but everyone kind of hates you. I don't think you're going to be getting many sponsors. But the rest of you, and he'll point to the other three. You three. I see promising futures ahead for all of you.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll wander off and say, "See you later."
All right, then.
Tristan, can you spot me some gold?
I'm not helping you drink.
Come on, Tristan. I swear I won't gamble it. Tristan,
you're
please.
going to gamble it, Gampus.
Tristan,
All right,
please.
you know what, Gampus? I'll give you a singular gold piece.
Okay, wait, how about this as an alternative?
What?
You don't give me the gold, but you can buy my drinks for me. That way, I'm not going to gamble it. How about that?
No.
Come on, it's not like you'll be drinking. You only drink.
But
You
if
drink
you
water
want,
or something.
Right, listen. If you want us to succeed in this, if either one of us win, I have to remain in the good books. Okay?
Yeah,
And if people
So-
see me buying you drinks,
just like sneakily do it.
how about I just give you... Okay, here you go. I'll give you 5 gold.
Okay.
I mean, as you say this, you look over and you see one of the contestants, one of the 4 champions, is just looking at you speaking together.
Like, stop begging me for gold, lower dweller, and I'll, like, wave Gampus off.
All you upper dwellers are the same.
Yes, better than you!
We shall see on the field of battle tomorrow.
Both of you roll deception with disadvantage. Yep.
Okay, Tristan's pretty good.
Tristan was convincing, Gampus less so. But what do the two of you do once you've essentially been dismissed for the day?
I might go introduce myself to the other two. I want to figure them out.
Okay. Well, they seem to just be heading off in their own direction, so I guess you sort of
Okay,
went
well-
to catch up with one of them.
Nah, I'll catch them later then, that's fine. If they're just heading off,
Yeah.
then that's fine.
Yeah, they'll be around later.
Alright.
I guess we should head to the entertainment district.
I will silently drop, seeing as everyone's just disappeared and it's just being Gampus, I'll be like, oh no, There's 5 gold on the floor. How did that happen?
Yes, 5 gold. Now I can buy an alcoholic beverage.
You can buy a zesty drink.
You think
Hopefully
5 gold's going to be enough?
I don't know.
It's got him.
We have no knowledge of the economy of the.
Yeah, it's
True,
yeah.
true.
5 gold would buy a drink back in the real world. Maybe.
Oh, absolutely. But
Yeah.
this is a different
We
realm.
we have no idea about that. But yeah, I suppose we'll head out into the city and look for the entertainment district.
Okay. How do you go about looking for this entertainment district?
I'll just do what the
Red
guy
lights.
said and ask somebody.
Yeah. Cool. Say after asking around enough, they can easily point you in that direction. Meanwhile, Sang and Delar, the two of you had just had a chat with Levi of the Mage Slayers and a dwarven chap from the Ramathari, and both of them kind of said, like, we could use your help with a job, but you both said we got to go find our friends first, individually, even though you're trying not to know one another, but very clearly you do. And basically,
It's fine. We rolled good on deception.
You've been left up top. You've just bought some togas to try and fit in with the local populace, and the city is yours.
I think you mean it's Sang and Terry.
Harry.
Oh, Harry.
Harry,
Okay.
yeah.
Forgot. We were going to try and find a pub, is what we were trying to do.
Yeah. Or like a tavern. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say you wander for a little while.
In fact, thinking about it, we should try and find one that's, full of like kind of rich people, because we want to try and get like maybe there'll be like some drunk like rich kids who will like be gossiping about like important city stuff.
I'll say
maybe, like get in with them.
Make a perception check.
Just Sang or me as well?
I'll say both of you.
Oh, I almost rolled that for Gampus.
Sang has advantage because she's attuned to the.
I think I have advantage.
In that
well.
case, as Sang suggests this, we should find the rich people. Glancing around, everybody seems rich. Everybody doesn't seem to be, and like I'll say again, wandering the streets for a while as well. Everybody seems super rich here.
Oh, okay.
Are they like talking about gossip then?
Well, we're not really
in.
listening. We're not listening just yet. We need to find a pub first.
Yeah. We can say like listening as you go though.
Yeah. Like see if we just like catch something.
Yeah, I will say on a nat 20, I will say you do catch something as you're walking. Like there's two men sort of like passing you as you walking down the street, and one of them says, "That new Dragonborn fellow, quite impressive."
A new Dragonborn. A new.
Could be Rogar or Gampus.
Yeah. That would.
Should I go and ask them what they're talking about?
Yeah, let's go up to them.
Okay, how do you approach?
Just walk up to them and say, "Excuse me.
Yes, madam.
I hear you mentioning a new Dragonborn. Pray tell, what's this about a new Dragonborn? The first time.
Oh, yes.
Of it.
You must see him. Do you frequent the pleasure houses often?
Well, not recently, but I have been known to venture there from time to time.
My friend and I just saw a marvelous performance. There's a new Dragonborn. I don't know where he came from, but he was hilarious. He kept trying to do all these crazy spells, and he kept messing them up in such a comedic way. It's clearly an act of brilliance.
Wow.
Yes,
That sounds like something we gotta see.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know if he's still performing. He may be performing tonight. I'm not sure, but he's in one of the pleasure houses down in the entertainment district.
Quite.
What's his name? Do you know?
Quite the performance. He called himself Rogar the Magnificent.
Okay,
Wow,
we'll look out
that's
for
a
him.
very unique name.
Yes. Well, the Magnificent part was a bit cliche, but never heard a name like Rogar before.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Very odd.
Don't see many Dragonborn here, to be fair. What's your interest in all this?
Well, like you say, we don't see many Dragonborn here. So when we overheard you talking about a new Dragonborn, we had to find out what was going on. Any form of entertainment is always up our alley.
Well, he's staying at the Sultry Slumber House.
Excellent. We shall
Maybe we'll
proceed
check it
there.
out if we have time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Farewell.
Thank you for the tip, gentlemen.
Head about their day.
Okay. Well, that's clearly Rogar, obviously, seeing as he even called himself Rogar.
Yeah.
We should
Unless-
probably.
It could be GLD, I guess.
It could be, but if he's doing
Oh,
magic,
wait, no, he's doing magic
then-
tricks,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't think so. That sounds exactly like Rogar. We should probably head there then and see if he's heard anything from the others.
Should we ask someone else where the Blades
Yeah,
of District
we'll
is, or
ask
shall we just like
some-
wander around? Maybe there'll be like signs
Are
or
there any
something. I don't know.
signposts? Yeah, let's look around for some signposts. Are there any signposts?
There would be signposts for the entertainment district, not for the slumber house itself. But,
Okay, then
yeah.
we'll head to the entertainment district following the signs, and once we're there, we'll ask someone where the sultry slumber house is.
yeah, I'll say that's easy enough for you guys to do. And eventually you will wander into what looks like a pleasure house, but like not one that you've ever seen before. This is a magnificent palace of a building. There's performances going on. There's live music. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. And yeah, you've entered. Have a quick glance around. I'll say make a perception check for me, each of you.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
Okay, both of you will have a quick glance around, and there's sort of a load of I say side chambers. They're not really chambers. It's all open. It's all an open space, open plan sort of area, and sat on a big pile of cushions, surrounded by women. You see Rogar lying down, just like Jesus, like chatting with them. But yeah, you do see him enamored by these four women who are sat around him.
This is a verified Rogar moment.
Well, there's Rogar. We need to try and blend in. Let's not draw suspicion.
Okay, well,
Has
wait, did you
Rogar
say like,
noticed
what was
us?
the layout like again?
He is just looking into these women's eyes. He does not notice you.
Okay. Can we overhear anything of what they're saying?
I'm saying that he's like on the other side of the room right now. You've only just entered, so you could walk up if you want to get closer.
Okay, well, we don't want to.
I don't know if we want to get too close.
Yeah,
like,
because Rogar
if
might
we spook
panic.
him, he could expose
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, you know what Rogar's like. Okay, we need
so
to
you
try and blend in.
stealth up, I guess. So yeah, both roll stealth if you want to try and move closer without being spotted. Again, so that'll be no problem for a couple of stealthy peeps like yourselves. Yeah, we'll say you're able to weasel your way through the crowd to get up close, and one of the women's just like, I can't believe how funny you were. We've never seen anything like that here. He's like, yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just a natural, you know. I'm just made for this.
What time of day is it?
It's like afternoon, mid-afternoon, late afternoon.
Okay. We could just wait until, like,
He's surrounded by fangirls.
yeah.
I
Yeah,
could
maybe we
pretend
should
to
just
be one of
wait
his
until
fans.
he's like. If you want, then
That might
Yes.
scare him, though.
shall I send him a message to
Could
tell
do.
him not to react?
Ah, good idea. Yeah,
All right. Okay.
I forgot you can do that.
Is that what you say? Just don't react.
Yeah, say, Rogar, it's Dayla. Don't react. Me and Sangar here, like, we'll meet up with you once you're done here.
He'll be like, Dayla? Oh man, I've got so much to tell you. Where do you want to meet?
Okay.
Somewhere private. We should maybe find is there like a private
Yeah,
booth
I'll
in this?
I'll ask if yeah, okay. I'll say, is there anywhere private in this place?
I think yeah, there's some private rooms upstairs. I don't know if I'll be able to get these ladies off me though.
Okay.
Okay.
I can help with that.
Don't kill them all, Sam.
No, I wasn't gonna kill them.
Shall I?
I think I'll go up to Rogar and pretend to be like his biggest fan, and then ask him if we can go somewhere more private. And then he'll
Okay,
be
I'll
like,
send a message to Rogar
yeah.
explaining the plan then.
Okay, sure. It's like, okay, yeah. And then Sang, I guess you'll go up.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Be like, Wow, you're Rogar the Magnificent.
So
You're the
yes.
Your performance was amazing.
Oh, thanks. Oh no.
I'd love if you could show me some more of those tricks in private.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, ladies. I'm just gonna go with this lady now. Sorry. It's like really awkward about it. Make a perception check, Dela. Beginning at 20. You see one of the ladies, as Rogar leaves, slip something into his pocket.
Okay. Well, I'll send a message to Rogar saying one of those women just slipped something into your pocket. Don't know what it is.
Ooh, I wonder if it's like a love note or something.
Don't
I'll have a look.
open it.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I wouldn't hear this.
Yeah. Wait until you get to the private.
Yeah, I will. I was gonna anyway.
It could be like a listening device, maybe. I don't know.
Listening device.
For all he knows, it could be.
True.
You've just seen people with bloody hoverboards. Well, you have,
That's
Sang.
That's true. Yeah.
Anything's possible here. So yeah, we'll say you go up to a private chamber, and Rogar will be like, "Oh, Sang, you're never gonna believe this. I just teleported in like the middle of a stage, and I just had to perform out of nowhere, and I messed everything up. But then they thought it was like a comedy performance, so now everyone loves me. I don't know how, but this place is great. Can we stay here?"
We can't.
Or I think I might. Like, I've been with you guys
No.
for a long time now, but I think this is where I'm meant to be.
It's Rogar, you don't understand what this place is. From what we can tell, we're in the flying city of Jiksidur, which was Larlock's old flying city. But
Yeah, I
it
know.
seems to be like it's his pocket dimension has some kind of recreated Netheril or something as it was before he died or whatever or something. I'm not entirely sure on the chronology of events, but
Yeah, I think it's something similar.
Once we kill the Shadow King, I'm assuming this pocket dimension is gonna, cease to exist.
Oh yeah, but what if it doesn't though?
Well, I mean, and you can stay here if you want, but we've got a kind of a job to do first.
Oh yeah, I know, but like, it's just people here actually respect me, which I don't really get back home. So
Who doesn't respect you?
you,
Oh, no, that's true.
pretty much everyone apart from
But
Reed.
I don't really
Reed.
respect anyone, so you can't really count me in that.
That's fair enough. Also, Daylight messaged me. He said someone put some in my pocket, and he would like
Oh, yeah.
reach into his pocket, pull out. It's like just like a small pouch, and opening it up, like a flickering blue flame, sort of like, or certainly the light of it would immediately shine from the pouch. He just looks and just looks like fire in a pouch. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Try touching it.
You try touching it.
Well, is it magic? You're the sorcerer.
Yeah, it's blue fire. It's definitely magic.
Can you determine what its purpose is?
Whoever's got control of Rogar, I'll say make an Arcana check. I'll say,
21. Nice.
to be fair, so I don't know what you guys fought in Warlock Script, but there was at one point we fought a Lich. Had like this scythe that had blue flames on it. I think this is like a similar blue flame, so maybe it's used for like magic item shit. I don't know, but it reminds me very much of that kind of flame.
Well, it would make sense, because if it was one of Larlock's liches, then this is kind of the magic from this place. But
did you guys see any blue flame things?
Yeah, the big Skeleton King guy had a big blue flame mace thing.
Well, I guess we'll hold on to this for now then. Just like tighten up the bag in his pocket.
It doesn't seem to have any nefarious purpose.
Yeah, I wonder why she gave it to me. Maybe it was like a little cheeky gift.
Token?
I don't know.
Yeah. What happens if you try and blow the flame out? Does that do anything?
He'll open up the pouch. He'll blow into the pouch. Like it sort of flares up a little bit, but doesn't diminish at all. So nope, looks pretty same to me. Anyway, I guess you've met up with Daylar then. If the two of you are speaking to me.
Yeah. Have you heard from anyone else?
Nah, it's just honestly, it's been great here. The ladies love me.
so I can see. But we've all been split up, so we're trying to find. We just happened to hear about a Dragonborn. That's how we found you.
Ah, my reputation precedes me. Yeah, I really blanked on the spot when they were like, "What's your name?" I was just like, Rogar."
It's fine. I think it's worked in your favor because they think it's a fun, unusual name.
Cool.
Right. So I guess
Well,
for a plan of action, if you're
I guess. Hold
popular
on,
here,
we need to find Reed. Is the plan of action? I feel like maybe he's been like suppressed, like he can't cast spells. Otherwise, I feel like he would have messaged me by now.
yeah, that is unusual. But then maybe this unique city has some kind of protection against things like that. Who knows? It's all very weird stuff here. I saw some weird flying hoverboard things.
Do you think maybe this city puts us in the place where we're supposed to be? Like, the place where we can achieve the most? Almost? I don't know. Like, I feel like I was put where I was supposed to be, you know? Like, where were you in Daylight when were you together?
No, I was put in a big tower, and then there was a bunch of these blue-robed people who suddenly didn't like the fact that I appeared there, and then someone else was sneaking into this tower, and I blew their cover. So I'm pretty sure that's not where I was meant to be.
What about Daylar? Where is Daylar?
He's downstairs somewhere, but he was in the sewers, and then we both happened to. The people we ran into both happened to be members of this like resistance group who are trying to overthrow the government of this big city, flying city.
Cool. So
Can I just say that when I was downstairs, can I like continue observing that person that slipped that thing into Rogar's pocket?
Sure. Right now, they just seem to be sort of, going around having casual conversation. You like listen in on the conversations, but nothing seems out of the ordinary. It's just, chatting about the new Dragonborn in town sort of thing.
Okay.
All seems pretty normal as far as you can tell.
Rogar, for a plan of action going forwards, obviously we can't just, wandering around the city forever. So I think you should stay here, seeing as you've gained a bit of reputation, and when you're chatting with your fans, try and pry some information from them to see if anything else unusual has been going on.
Well, what sort of information am I looking for? Because there was this one guy in the crowd. He's like one of the Majocracy or something. He said he loved my performance so much that he's like hired me for this evening.
Okay, that sounds good. What was it
So-
for?
There's like an event going on. He didn't tell me that much, but he was like, "Oh, there's this big event tonight. You should perform." And I was just like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, well, that sounds like we should definitely be attending that,
But-
because if there's a big event, there might be some important
I thought-
people there. With
I
some
thought we came
important
to this
information.
pocket dimension to like kill the Shadow King's phylactery.
Yeah.
How do we do that?
Well, I'm assuming it's going to be inside like one of these big towers or something, like the palace.
So we need to get into the palace.
Yes. So if we can get in good with the higher ups, but we also need to like try and find the others. So if you can get these people on your side, me and Dayla can attend this party thing this evening as well, and we can maybe see if they've got some information.
It seemed like an
if we've all
invite
just
only
appeared-
type of thing.
Oh, I see.
Like I don't know how you'd get in.
Who is the guy that invited you still here? Maybe we can.
Nah, he left ages ago.
Regardless, we need to try and get information. So, if we've all been appearing in random places, we'll assume the others have all appeared randomly as well. So, given that I appeared in the middle of a tower and you appeared on a stage, the others could have caused some kind of ruckus as well, depending where they turned up. So, if you're at this event, just keep your ears and eyes open for any information. And
Okay.
get on their good side. Me and Dale
try.
will see if we can get in somehow. Do you know where this place is?
What place?
The place you're going to perform?
Oh yeah, it's here.
Oh, it's here.
Yeah.
Oh, well then, what if we just never leave? Then we might just still be here.
Yeah, sure. I think there might be like a private room or something. He said it was invite only, is all I know. But you could try.
Okay. Well, you could say like I'm your biggest fan or something, and then you want me there to see you perform? I don't know if that works.
I mean, we could try. What about Daylar?
Well, he can just go invisible. He can like sneak in.
Maybe. I mean, lots of people here seem to be pretty magical, from what I can tell. Like, there was loads of people casting spells during the performance and everything. So, I don't know. Daylar's invisibility might not be as useful as it usually is. He could definitely try.
Okay,
But
well,
I feel like everyone here can cast magic, or at least, like, I don't know, 80% or something can.
I'll go back and let Daylar know what's going on then, and we'll work out a plan of action. But we need some way of keeping in touch with you. I suppose Daylar can just message you again, right?
Yeah, he's got to be close to me, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll try and stay in the vicinity for now then.
Okay, let's go. You both leave the chamber, make your way down to the main room.
Okay, Rogar, you go back to doing what you were doing before. Let's not draw suspicion.
Daylar, as Rogar comes back down the stairs, the woman you've been tailing, you see her.
I wasn't tailing it. I was just like,
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. Well, either way, you were watching her, which is similar to tailing, and she will leave the establishment after noticing Rogar. She will very distinctly look in Rogar's direction and then leave the place.
Well, when I notice Sang and Rogar coming down, I'll just I'll just message saying I'll wait outside the front and then walk up the front and see which direction she goes, which general direction.
I'll say make a general stealth check just to try and not be noticed. It's you, so you should be fine. Yep, absolutely. She walks out the front, sort of glances from side to side as if she's looking for someone, and she just sort of hovers around the entrance, just looking for someone or something.
Stays by the entrance.
Yes, pacing back and forth a little bit, but she's staying close to the entrance. Seems to be looking for something.
Well, as soon as Daylar said he was waiting out front, and I'm gonna head outside to the front door.
Okay.
Even Rogar to go back to.
Yeah, Rogar will go back to his groupies.
All right, what's going on?
I'd say that woman who slipped something into Rogar's pocket's been acting kind of shifty since you two came back.
Yeah, the thing she slipped in was like a pouch that contained a blue flame, similar to, the mace that skeleton king had outside Warlock's crypt. You know how that thing had a blue flame around it. Rogar said it's that same sort of magic, but other than that, we couldn't determine.
I think you should probably get. What did you do with it?
Rogar still got it on him.
I think you should probably get rid of it, to be honest.
Well, might have to let him know.
Also, does he know anything else about the others?
No, but he's been invited to a party, like an exclusive event at this pleasure house tonight, and sounds like it's quite exclusive, so he might learn. I've asked him to, keep his eyes and ears open, but so it might be worth us seeing if we can maybe get in somehow as well. Just to keep an eye on Rogar and see if maybe we could learn something else. We've not got any other leads right now.
How would we get in?
That's what we need to work out. Rogar thought your invisibility might not work as well, because they're very magical.
As you guys are having this conversation, you see 4 figures in blue cloaks and white masks walking down the street. This woman walks up to them and begins conversing with them.
Okay. We should.
I'll send a message to Rogar, Salzy. The woman who slipped that thing into your pocket is acting shifty, and she's outside right now talking to people in blue cloaks. I don't know
what should I do?
What she gave to you, but probably get rid of it somewhere.
Okay.
Maybe try and escape. I don't know.
Yeah, we need to go, Dilla.
Yeah,
these people were already hunting me earlier.
So as you guys leave, you see these 4 people walk into the establishment with the woman. Do you want to leave or? stay. It's up to you.
Well, I've
Okay,
already
maybe we should.
warned Rogar. Like,
Yeah, we'll kind of hang around, but like,
yeah, I don't really want to go in.
yeah,
Okay.
Actually, even if even if something happens, I don't know if we'll be able to help him.
no, there's no point all of us getting caught.
Okay.
Yeah, might be better
say
just to
you-
leave and like hopefully he can
Yeah.
deal with whatever it is.
Okay. So are you sort of hanging around the front then, or are you leaving?
Hanging around the front, maybe like
Okay.
pretending to browse some streetwears kind of thing,
Sure.
or sitting on a bench, usual
Yeah.
blending and stuff.
Say
Yeah, I want to like get a little bit of distance from the establishment.
yeah. In that case, getting a bit of distance, but also keeping your eyes on it. After a few minutes, these 4 guys leave and just carry on down the street.
Was the woman with them?
No.
Okay.
Let's head back to the.
Yeah,
see
if we
can
get,
message Rogar.
I guess we'll have to walk in like to see him.
Yeah, but then you can message him from there.
Okay, I'm like, what was that about? Was it to do with you?
He'll say, "Oh, Dayla, mate, you're a lifesaver. She just accused me of having blue flame on me. Apparently, it's like an illegal substance here. Luckily, I fucking threw it away, like you said, and so she had nothing on me. But yeah, that was a close one.
Who could she possibly
Do you know
be?
who she
Why
is?
would she-
Nah, I thought she was like, I think she works here, so I thought she was like one of my adoring fans, but I don't know. I don't know what I've done to piss her off, but yeah.
Ask him if he saw where she went.
Did you see where she went after? Because she didn't leave with the blue cloak guys.
Yeah, I think she went upstairs.
I wonder if she was told to do it by maybe her boss or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Shall we enter this establishment and see if we can find her?
So we can find her. Like, if she's gone upstairs, I don't think we'll find her. Like, I'll message Rogar and be like, "Well, do you know who the boss of this place is? Like, are you on good terms with him?"
It's her. Yeah, she's her name's Samira. She seems pretty sound.
With the private rooms that me and Rogar were in, was that upstairs?
Yes, one of many floors.
But
yes.
Many floors. Okay. So she could be anywhere in this building. Well, I think, seeing as Rogar was just accused of basically breaking the law, he could speak to the proprietor and just be like, "Yo, this woman just accused me of breaking the law. Like, what's going on here?"
Yeah, but if the proprietor's in on it, then
Yeah, but I think that's a perfectly natural reaction. That wouldn't be too suspicious. Because if you're really innocent and you've been accused of something against the law, then you're obviously going to be like, "Oh, what the hell's going on here?" kind of thing. Whereas if you were breaking the law and you're accused of it, then you might want to, you're not going to question it because then that's more suspicious. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
I think it'll be fine just to ask what was going on.
Okay, I'll send them a message to Rogar, but yeah, I'm still not sure about the whole thing because it seems a bit fishy. So
Okay, so what message
yeah,
do you send them?
Okay, I'll say you could go and talk to Zamira and mention that one of her workers accused you of having blue flame, asking her what the situation's about. But yeah, it's up to you. Like, could be risky if she is in on it, but at the same time, it could be suspicious if you don't question anything.
Rogar will respond and say, "Oh, I think I might leave it for now, just in case. I am a newcomer here, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll try.
You're
I'll
gonna-
try and see if I can find this woman again and maybe confront her. Be like, "Oi, what are you playing at?"
Okay. Are you gonna stay here then? Like,
Yeah,
As
I've
you
got
planned?
performance. I've got a performance tonight, so yeah, I am going to stay.
Yeah, we should try and stick close
Okay.
because Rogar's our only other contact so far, and we don't want to lose track of him as well.
well, I don't know because we know where he is now. Like, so
Yeah, but if something happens, then we can only message him within 60 feet. So if something happens to him, we'll have no way of knowing what's happened if we don't stick around.
Technically, it's
then-
like 120 feet, but yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Close.
but then it's going to be hard to
Guess we
Um,
can get in this
find the
private
others
event
as
some
well.
way. Well, I'm hoping this private event may give us some insight as to what's going on. Because surely if there's been disturbances in the city, which by the sounds of it, if
Okay.
we're all appearing in random places, if there's some private event, it's got to be for the
Hmm.
rich, knowledgeable people, right? So they'll be the ones
Yeah.
to have heard about stuff.
Well, Rogar has message, so we could just leave like one person here, and then have the other person go back and ask the resistance guys if they have heard anything as well.
Okay. Then I'll stay here because they've already
'Cause I think
seen
they
me with
probably know-
Rogar.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because I think they'll probably have more information
Hmm.
than random people on the street. Because mean,
Okay.
we don't know how the others got in here. Like-
Yeah. All right, we'll do that. I'll stay here with Rogar, seeing as they've already kind of seen me with him, and you head back and just message Rogar and let him know
Yeah.
I'll be hanging around.
Okay, yeah. Okay, message Rogan and say Sang's gonna stay here. You can message her if anything is going down. I'm gonna go try and find leads on the others.
Yep, sure.
Right then.
Okay, you head off. So Sang, you're just sort of milling about. What are you doing specifically?
Because I already kind of tend to be one of Rogar's fans, I'm just gonna kind of keep up with that idea.
Cool. So you're staying pretty close to him then.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I want to obviously keeping an eye out just for overhearing stuff or seeing if there's like new suspicious-looking people or important people come in.
Sure. I'll say make a perception check. 18
18
because of the thingy. Nope.
Lucky.
Still not enough. You don't necessarily hear or see anything.
Okay. That's fine. No sign of that woman again either.
Mhm.
Cool.
But Dayla, you can make your way back to the resistance easily enough. Say you're the one with the ring, so you can touch that wall and take the lift back down to see
I
them.
forgot Sang didn't have a ring.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, yeah, no.
you were only given one ring between the two of you.
Yeah, I forgot about
so-
that.
And that's your key to get in. But yeah, you make your way down. You can see the three people from before. There's the woman that Sang met, the guy that you met, and this dwarven fellow as well.
Okay, I'll go up and ask the guy that I met. Like, has there been any like strange occurrences like happening in the last day or so?
You mean, other than your own arrival and the arrival of this woman?
Well, yeah, things like on the same level of strangeness.
Not that we've heard of. We can certainly ask around, see what we can find, but can you be more specific?
Maybe people appearing out of thin air or people being where they shouldn't have been.
I'll ask around, see what I can find out. The dwarf will say, have you given any more thought to our proposal? Maybe helping us out? You seem like a capable chap.
Yeah, I'll say I'm probably leaning towards helping. But yeah, I can't really do much without seeing where all my colleagues are.
Have you had any luck with that?
Yeah, I found one of them. He was at what was that place called?
The
Oh, I can't
Sultry
remember.
Slumber House.
Sultry Slumber House. I was thinking sunken for some reason. Like,
Close, yeah.
I was like, that's not the word, but yeah.
How to say? Oh well, maybe you'll find more of your friends around there. It is a popular place, especially at night.
Okay. Should I stay here and wait for these guys? Yeah, I'll probably stay here and wait for these guys to gather news then. Like,
Okay.
I guess
Sang-
it's night now.
It's
Fine,
it's getting towards night, to be sure. Sang, as you're chilling with Rogar,
It's causing physical pain to Stang to pretend to be like a fangirl.
As you are chilling with Rogar, you would straight up notice, because these guys aren't trying to be stealthy about it. This woman re-enters the building, and along with her is a group of rough-looking people. They begin striding up towards Rogar. She will point at him. Rogar will then be like, "Oh shit!" Give a quick side glance to you, saying "What do we do?"
Is there a back exit?
There's a window behind you, but it's not necessarily a back exit.
Okay, are they between us and the stairs?
So right now they're sort of making their way towards you through the crowd. I'm trying to think where the stairs would be. The stairs are I guess they are between you and the stairs.
Okay. I mean, are they really going to start trouble in the middle of the day? The police? These aren't the policemen, are they?
No, these just look like people.
Okay, maybe we should see what they want, because obviously, if we run, that might look suspicious. They already tried it with the authorities, and that didn't work, right? So this has clearly got to be illegal.
As these people approach you, the woman will clap her hands really loudly and sort of gather the attention of the room, and she'll say, "Gather round, everyone, for another performance." At which point, well, I'm gonna say you can see them preparing for a fight. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Well, they don't know I'm a combatant yet, do they?
No, they don't.
It's fine. Do you want me to roll anyway?
Yeah. You could still technically strike first.
Why are initiative rolls?
So imagine this is a crowded place. I couldn't be asked putting in a billion random NPCs. So we've got the Conjurer, which is the woman, even though it looks like an old man in the image. Then we have the Thieves. Then we have Sang. Then we have the Necromancer. Then we have Sang. And we have Rogar. Then the Gladiator. The Conjurer. This woman summons a fire elemental, which will then go bam bam against Rogar.
Turns into a dragon.
22 will hit for 13 fire damage.
Okay.
Oh, because you're also within 5 feet of it, you also take another 2 fire damage, but you're also on fire. So I'm going to put a little orange thing. Say you are on fire.
Rogar's on fire.
The Thieves' turns. They're each going to take some shots at Rogar.
Oh, Rogar, he's getting wrecked.
That's going to be all hits. Or, sorry, apart from the last one. Yeah, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also, because they both get a sneak attack, another 35 on top of that. So bearing in mind the 7 is doubled to 14.
82.
82 points of damage to Rogar.
Okay.
And finally, the Necromancer is going to cast a Chill Touch spell, which will hit for 16 damage.
Chill Touch is always hilarious to me because it's a ranged spell.
Mm-hmm.
It's the name is okay.
Yeah, it's because you're essentially summoning a ethereal spectral hand, which which hits you.
It's still funny though.
Yeah. Sang, your turn.
Okay, should I just immediately kill all of them?
If there's anything you want to
yes,
do.
Please.
So the thing, you could keep your cover, but Rogar's been beansed, so he's probably gonna...
I don't think keeping cover is an option at this point.
And it is Rogar's turn next, so get ready on what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm just looking through his stuff.
Okay. Should I just... I'm really tempted just to end this fight immediately.
Do it. Nibbles.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm gonna activate my sword for... We'll go with 100 HP.
Okay.
As a bonus action.
Yep.
Then, you know what's coming.
I've forgotten the name of it, but Starburst Stream.
Yep.
Okay.
Just gonna immediately murder all of these chumps.
Yeah, let's do this one strike at a time, just because these are obviously somewhat weak individuals. That's definitely going to hit. So that's 54, which he'll uncanny dodge.
27.
27. Yep.
It's fine, because we'll just attack him again.
That's the first strike. Yep. Hits. He's still alive.
Oh, tough boy.
And that next one will finish him off, though. Don't need to bother rolling the extra damage.
I'll do it anyway, just for fun.
Yep. So that's 3 strikes on that guy.
Okay, 11 more to go. Okay, to the next one.
60.
Yep. Still alive. Yep, that's just about enough to finish that guy off.
Okay, next one. I don't want to kill her, though. I just want to knock her out.
Sure. Sure, yeah, we can say you just knock her out on that. And her concentration will then drop on the fire elemental. Let me just see what happens there. Because I think it might still stick around, it just doesn't serve her. Yes. If your concentration is broken, the elemental doesn't disappear. Instead, you lose control of the elemental and it becomes hostile towards you and your companions, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, the elemental still sticks around, but she's unconscious. Yep, next strike. Oof, that was a good roll. Yeah, that kills her in one.
And last one.
He'll uncanny dodge that.
All the good it will do him.
Plus the extra damage, yep, finishes that guy off.
Okay, how
Funny.
far have I moved?
Good question.
Yeah, I can get in range of the fire elemental.
Mhm.
How many attacks was that?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe.
I've got 5 left. Oh, we should be able to kill it.
Yeah, still do it one at a time. So that's 55 from the first. And you do take 2 points of fire damage.
And I've got loads of temporary hit points again now.
And next strike. Hits. 16 does hit. And... oh, he's actually still alive, lol. 1 hit point.
Wow, okay.
So you take another 6 points of damage from that strike, and then you do finish off with this one, but you just do then take another 5 points of damage. Fire damage.
Okay, cool, and then my temporary hit points immediately go back up because I killed it.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay. With that, suddenly, with that display, the crowd sort of holds its breath for a moment, for an enormous applause erupts. You hear like shouts of "Good show! Well done! Why did the Dragonborn do anything?"
He didn't have time. I say it was his magic that propelled me.
Go ahead and roll deception with advantage.
I'm actually really good at this.
Yeah.
14.
14. Yeah, a few people sort of cheer. I think they sort of want to believe. Rogar's been such a hit today that they are compelled to believe. You hear a few people say like, "Why does she go down so easily?" Rogar stands up like on the chair and is like,
Puts out the fire.
"Be amazed by my powers. I can even give them to this random fan."
I'm just gonna bow and say, "Thank you, mighty Rogar. You are truly so powerful. I'm glad I could save you from this crazy woman."
It's like, wait, this wasn't part of the performance? I thought this was part of the show.
Exactly. I assume.
More cheers go up. The proprietor of the establishment will then sort of settle everyone down, say, "Back to your drinks. That was just a bit of fun." And everyone just sort of...
dead people everywhere.
Just obliterated them.
Yeah, everyone just sort of goes back to what they were doing. Still like a little sus about what the hell was going on. But she'll then walk up to Rogar and you, say, "Can I have a quick chat, quick conversation?"
Yes.
She'll lead you off into a side chamber. Say, "Well, that could have been very bad for business. Luckily, Rogar's performance was good enough that everyone seems to have bought into that it was some kind of performance. But what's going on? And who are you? Just to you saying.
I'm a big fan of Rogar here's.
A fan with a magical blade that just wiped out 5 people in seconds?
Yeah, I've known Rogar for some time.
Right.
We've you could say I'm sort of his bodyguard, because obviously a famous entertainer like himself can sometimes, get on the wrong side of people.
And what did you do to get on the wrong side of this particular woman? Or like, I don't know. And he looks to you as if say, he'll then message you saying, "Should I tell her about the blue flame?"
Tell her that she accused you of having it, but don't tell her you actually had it, obviously.
Okay. Yeah. Rogar will say, "She accused me of having some blue flame on me earlier, but then obviously I didn't, so the guards didn't do anything. I don't know why she wants to get rid of me, but."
By the way, so Rogar has the detect thoughts spell. Would he use it on her at this point?
He can. I think she has to make a save of some kind.
I mean the unconscious woman. They go and
Oh well, the unconscious one's not in the room with us right now, but
not right now. But
yeah. He
definitely
use
could
it to find out what she was doing.
I mean, I'll say at this point that we could just ask her. I didn't kill her, I just knocked her out. We also don't know what's going on.
Alright. And you hear a bit of commotion downstairs, and heading back down you see some weave keepers have entered the establishment, seeing what the hell's going on. She'll say, "I'll go and talk to the keepers. You
Okay.
Take the girl and see what you can find out."
We'll do that then. Just take her into the private room.
And casting detect thoughts on her. I mean, she's unconscious at the moment, so I guess she wouldn't really have much thoughts.
Yeah, would they have to be awake?
So I might want to might want to wake her up.
I have technically allowed it before, where you haven't needed them to be awake. So I'll do this. I'll do the same now.
Yeah. Okay.
And prying into her thoughts, she seems to have been working an angle with one of the Magocracy, a man called Toldraze, who Rogar spoke with earlier. She seems to have been working an angle with him for a while, and Rogar seems to have just shown up out of nowhere and blown up her spot. So she was trying to regain her spot, basically, by getting rid of Rogar. Seems to just be a personal feud.
Okay. All right. Let's tie her up, and then we'll wake her up.
Yeah, I'll say that's easy enough for you to do. You wake her up.
Hey, obviously,
She just looks pissed and hurt.
That we already know what she was doing, but just ask her, what's your beef with Rogar?
He stole everything from me.
We don't know who you are. How's that possible? We don't know who you are.
I don't really know who you are either. But I know that he spoke to someone who I've been very interested in, and he ruined what I had going.
Okay, well that wasn't deliberately on his part.
Yes, well this is just business, isn't it? Clearly, I have come upon the sour end of this deal. Now will you let me go?
Well, you tried to get him arrested and then you tried to kill him. Why were you so brazen as to think you could do it in public?
Things like that happen around here.
And these weave keepers wouldn't have arrested you for this?
Well, I made sure no keepers were around. The plan was to be long gone. Or to at least pin the damn thing on Rogar here. Rogar just gives a little wave.
Okay, well, we already know who you were working an angle on. What was your business with him?
Oh, he is the friend in high places. If I can get in good with him, I can get more money, get a better position, get out of the district.
So you just have in it for personal gain. You have no You're not working with any other organizations. It's just you.
Make a intimidation check. 7. She'll say, no, just me.
Would detect thoughts still be active?
How long does it last?
Oh, it says up to 1 minute. Never
Up
mind.
to a minute. So yeah, probably would have failed. But I'll say if you want to cast it again, you can.
Can I do an
I mean,
insight check as well to see if she's lying?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, might as well cast again. I guess.
Definitely lying.
I'll say, I know
Yeah.
you're lying. You're clearly working with someone else.
We'll say on the detect thoughts, Rogar gathers that she has friends with a gang called the Zorn, who she basically pulled some strings with, and they were the ones who mansbacked her just then in the fight. There are on a detect thoughts. That's probably all you'd gather, unless you wanted to try and probe deeper. But as you say that you know she's lying, she'll just say, "I don't care. I'm not telling you anything."
Does Rogar tell me my message about the Zorn?
I assume so.
I guess it's sort of confused right now because I think Patrick's like role playing Rogar. Like, so like, I'm not sure like
Yeah, that's why I'm asking
what I should be
Yeah,
saying.
yeah.
Patrick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rogar can do that.
Yeah. Then I'll say, there's no point lying because I know you're working with the Zorn. You might as well just tell me. Your answers will determine if you leave this place alive or not.
Roll intimidation again, this time with advantage.
Can I also use where is it? Hour of Reaping. Maybe
Sure.
they're scared of me as well. And
Um,
Rogar had the Hero's Feast, so he's immune to being frightened, so he's alright.
I think Rogar has the thing that lets him like do something similar, draconic presence.
She needs to do a Wisdom saving throw as well.
Wisdom.
Oh, nat 20, never mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll just roll normal intimidation then. Oh, so bad at
Damn.
intimidation.
Unlucky.
You think she'd be more scared because I just killed all of her friends
Yeah.
immediately.
She's going to say, "There's nothing you can do to me that the Zorn can't do worse."
Why are you working with this gang then if you're so afraid of them?
She'll just keep quiet.
Well,
Would
Rogar,
the detect thoughts still pick this up, or would that be over again?
Again, I see for this, if you can attempt to probe deeper with detect thoughts, which I think she has to make a save for.
Yeah, but is the surface thing still like active? Like, has it been like a
Yeah,
minute since he cast the second one?
The surface thoughts are still active. All the surface thoughts are I'm not telling this woman anything.
Wait, what? Let me see what he has to do for the probe deeper thing.
Target must make a
Okay,
wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into more. So,
Okay.
do you want me to do that?
Yeah. What's the DC? Do you know?
21.
Probably higher than a 16.
It's 21,
21,
it says
yeah.
it at the bottom.
Oh yeah, there we go. So yeah, probing deeper into her thoughts, you can see sort of flashes in Brogar's mind of this woman going to the Zorn. She clearly has like a few friends there. She just says, "I need a favor. This guy's just appeared and he's blowing up my spot. Can you help me take him out?" And they've agreed to do so. So it doesn't seem like they hired her to do anything. If anything, she hired them.
Okay. I'm assuming Rogar tells me that again.
Sure.
Then say, but why are you so afraid of them when you hired them? It's not like you work for them.
She's like, "How do you know? Look, what do you want to know? I just wanted this whole ordeal to be over. I want him to fuck off. I want to just be left in peace."
That's not going to happen. So what we need to know is what is your purpose of trying to? You say you're trying to get higher up. What's your purpose with that? Just for your own power and glory?
I already told you. Just for personal gain. To
And
make my
these
way in
Zorn-
this city.
These Zorn, you're not working with them for that. You just hired them to get rid of Rogar. Is that right?
Yes, I have friends in the Zorn. And by the way, they won't be very happy now that you've killed 4 of their members.
Well, there's not a lot they can do about it, seeing as none of their members live to tell the tale.
Yes, but there's many people in this establishment. Word will get back to them.
Well, I'm not afraid of them. As you can see, they are nothing before me.
Yes, so I see.
So I think they'd be wise to stay away. I'm sure they'd know when to cut their losses.
Well, it's nothing to do with me anymore. I've failed in my task.
So ultimately, if we let you go, are you going to interfere? Because we have our own, obviously, plans in this city. And we don't want to interrupt any more performances. You almost ruined Rogar's good name.
I've made my gambit and I've failed, alright? If you let me go, I'll leave you to do whatever it is you're doing. Promise.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure. Say Rogar can as well. And yeah, 25. She seems pretty genuine in this. She doesn't want to fuck with you.
Okay. And I'll say, okay, if we let you go, then make sure you let your friends in the zone know that we're not worth meddling with as well if they ask any questions.
I will. I'll go straight to them.
And there better not be any more interruptions. You know what I can do. If you interfere with us again, I can make you die in a much more slower and painful way than anyone else alive.
She'll just like slowly nod, say, "Yep, I'll be good."
Okay, get out of here.
She will. Well, she'll be like, "Can you tie me first?"
Yeah, obviously. I didn't thought that was saying.
Yeah, you untie her, and she will leave very hastily. Rogar's gonna be like, "Well, that was interesting."
Yeah, that went about as well as it could have. Looks like this city is a lot more complicated than we could have anticipated, really.
Yeah, I suppose that is the way with cities. You know, a lot going on.
Yeah,
Life crime is part and parcel of the living in a big city.
Even random people just attacking you just for happening to exist.
Oh, that's just story of my life.
Yeah.
You guys make your way back down, and you can see sort of the general populace are being ushered out as they are sort of setting up for this event for the night.
Ooh.
And Rogar's like, "Do you just want to, like, I don't know, wait here and then come out later?"
Yeah. I mean, if they ask any questions, you can just say, I'm with you. I'm sure they won't mind. Yeah.
I mean, they've all probably like seen your face and noticed you now after you just like killed 4 people in the middle of the room. But that might play to your advantage. I don't know. Could you use that somehow?
They wanted you because they were really impressed with you, so maybe they'll also be really impressed with me and want me here anyway.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll introduce you to that mage guy later on.
Yeah, good idea, Rogar.
All right. So as the evening comes around, the establishment is set up for a party, and Giampus, Tristan, you guys find yourselves in the queue ready to enter. Separately, I imagine, but one by one you will all be ushered in to the sultry slumber house.
GRD is just like, oh, thank goodness I'd have to pay to get in here.
And yes, you can see here, everyone seems rich in this city, but this is clearly like the richest of the rich. And I'll say it's not difficult to see. Rogar is on the stage, sort of casting illusions to dazzle the audience. So, Tristan, Giampus, you see Rogar immediately.
Okay.
But you can also just do whatever you want at this event. There seems to be many important people here.
I'm just gonna.
So, okay, no, you go first, Michael.
I was gonna say, GLD will like go in the crowd in front of Rogar and be like jumping up and down. He's not gonna like wave at him. He's just gonna like jump up and down so that Rogar maybe notices him.
Yeah, Rogar will notice him. Just
it's hard to spot another Dragonborn.
Rogar will cast message and be like, "Oh, hey, GLD, where'd you come from?"
Me and Tristan, we've been fighting some people to become champion of the place. I don't really know. It's been really fun.
How did you get into this party?
We were invited because we're like the finalists in the competition. It's like a special party for us.
Oh, is that what this whole thing's for? I haven't really been paying attention to it, to be honest.
Yeah, why are you here?
Oh, it's a long story, but do you know where anyone else is, other than Tristan?
I mean, to be honest with you, I just want to win this tournament. I kind of like this place.
Dude, same. I was just saying. So I've met Sang and Dela, by the way. I was saying we should just stay here. It's great here. The ladies love me.
Oh, really? Well, they're all going to love me too once I become the first sword of Jiksidur.
Nice. Yeah, let's just stay here, GLD. Me and you.
I agree.
Dragonborn bros.
Yep, Dragonborns forever.
We'll say Sang can
That's not
sort
I
of...
can change from being a Dragon Ball.
I mean, you can.
You never know.
Technically. there are ways. Yeah, there are ways. Very, very powerful magic, but there are technically ways. But yeah, he'll just be like, well, anyway, I'm part of the entertainment group here. But if there's anything you want me to do, let me know.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm just here to enjoy the party.
I'll say Tristan, make a perception check for me, please.
Good girl. I haven't got my glasses on. Oh,
Oh, not 20.
Nat
You
20.
don't need no glasses.
A pair of glasses falls from the sky. Right onto your nose. No. But yeah, glancing around this room, you can see your two other opponents. Right now, for the sake of ease, we'll say one of them is wearing sort of like brass orange kind of armor, and he seems to be like the most popular. Like everybody seems to know this guy. That you catch a glimpse. You catch his name. It's let me find it again. It's something very convoluted. Sarmascula.
Oh, Noob Slayer 69. Oh, okay, right.
No. Yes. it's Thor. Yeah, no, this guy's name is Sarmascula, and he seems to be like the one who everyone loves, everyone adores him, and everyone's sort of he's hanging on there. Everyone's hanging on his every word. You then got your other opponent, who's in like a sort of turquoise, dark green sort of armor, who, similar to you and Giampus, doesn't seem to know too many people.
Okay. So I'm gonna cast my mind back to think about the Lich who talked to me. Remember, his name is Raugilath.
Yes.
Yeah. It is extremely unlikely he will be here, right? Because he's an opponent of Larlock. So, but I don't know how rules work. I don't know how rules work in this dimension. So, okay.
You don't know?
All right. So I guess Tristan's gonna turn on his kingly charm and start mingling.
Hello, I'm King Tristan. I'm from
Sure.
Goodlight.
I will also say on that nat 20 as well, you do pick up an undead presence.
Oh, can I follow? Can I follow my nose?
It doesn't point you to an exact. It doesn't point you to an exact person. It just tells you if there is undead within 60 feet of you, which is basically this whole room. And yes, there is. But glancing around, certainly on a nat 20, nobody looks undead. Nobody appears undead, certainly. But you do get the scent.
Illusion magic exists for a reason, so. Okay. Alright, so Tristan's going to be on the lookout, basically.
It's going to be on the sniff out.
He's sniffing out, yeah, he's sniffing it. He's sniffing it.
Imagine him crawling around like a bloodhound or something.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Scooby. Let's go, Scoob!
Gampus comes up. Ruh-roh, Reggie.
Ruh-oh, Tristan.
Ruh-roh, Riston.
Yeah, I've got some Neverwinter snacks for you. Some Tristan snacks.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, so Tristan's gonna start, like, mingling, and he's gonna be really paying attention for, like, this undead.
Okay. So you're just sort of mingling with just any old person, or are you trying to ingratiate yourself with a certain crowd?
He's gonna try and get himself a sponsor if he can.
You're going to sniff everyone you speak to.
As you're wandering, you'll get a message from Rogar. It says, "Hey Tristan, how's it going?"
Hey, Rogo. There's an undead in here somewhere. I can smell it.
Well, I can't. I was just speaking with Giampus. I was telling him I was speaking with like a mage guy earlier, who seems to be like one of the like most powerful people in the city type of thing.
What's his name?
His name is Tolvraze.
Tolvraze. Okay. Did any of the liches we fought in Warlock's Crypt were called that?
No.
Okay. Is he here now, Rogar?
Say, yeah, he's chatting with that guy in the orange armor.
Ah, of course he is. Okay, so that guy in the orange armor is the really popular fighter, and there's another one
Correct.
in turquoise armor who's less popular, but also one of the competitors. Keep an eye on those two.
Yep, will do.
Okay. Okay, so I guess we're going to start with, like, as he doesn't really know anyone, we're going to start with some of the lower nobility and just work his way up, yeah?
Okay.
That's what we're going to do.
I'll say roll some kind of persuasion check, or depends sort of like what kind of vibe you want to go for. I guess persuasion would make the most sense of just trying to ingratiate
He's really
yourself.
he's turning on the kingly charm.
Cool. 19. Yeah, you definitely turn the kingly charm on. Get to know a few of the locals. One of them will sort of say to you, I heard that Dragonborn's from Lower Netheril.
Oh,
Ghastly stuff.
he is, yes, and you can tell from the way he fights in the arena. Used to blood fights, you see. No class, no chivalry around him, you see.
No. Make sure you beat him.
Oh yes, of course, yeah.
This guy in the turquoise armor is going to walk up to you, Tristan, say, Waters.
Yes, and what would your name be?
Heath.
Ah, Heath. Good to meet you.
Yes.
So,
Mind if we have a word?
oh, of course, yes.
So you sort of begin, like, wandering through the crowd. You say, you seem to be in a similar position to myself. Don't really know anyone here.
Not really, no, and I must say there's a, paladin and all that. I'm feeling something a bit strange going on, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's just all the magic in the air.
You're not from here?
Yeah, I pass by here and now, but yeah, I'm from a different city. But I've been away for a long time, you see, fighting around, as I do. Got a bit bored, you see.
I see.
Had my own company, bought some orcs, that sort of thing,
You come from wealth?
Relatively well off, but not compared to any of this.
Do you mind me asking why you're here? Why you're vying for the position of first sword?
Well, I'm pretty good at fighting, so I figured I might as well give it a shot, right?
There are plenty of plenty of fighting to be done elsewhere. Why here?
Oh, well, make a bit of a name in the history books sort of thing, Those closest to the rich and powerful get their fair share of glory and name mentionings down the ages, Of course,
Fair
I could
enough.
ask the same for you, though. Tristan's talking out of his arse here completely.
Oh yeah.
As usual.
Yeah, go ahead and roll deception for me.
Well, he can't exactly go around
Oh,
being like,
God.
I'm actually a king,
He's going to say, look, whatever your real reason is for being here, I would suggest you bow out of the competition.
Why's that?
Because I need this win, more than you do.
Why do you need this win?
Roll persuasion. My reasons are my own. But if you are a paladin, and you truly serve the good of this world, know that it is for a good cause.
Well then.
I'm not quite sure if I can trust you with everything.
Alright, well I'll give you a little thing here. Here's a bit of a tidbit into my cause. There's undead in this room, and that's why I'm here. I have suspicions of undead in the highest echelons of society here.
So you're undercover.
You could say something like that, yes.
And what's to stop me from telling them and getting you kicked out of the competition?
Oh, well now that won't do you any good, would it? Because now you know that there's more than just one person vying for the position for a good cause. And quite, if you so happen to maybe let me know what you're about, then maybe I could give you a helping hand. That is my job, after all.
I sort of look gratefully for a moment and say, my brother is dying. He needs an elixir, one that only the Majorcracy hold dear. If I can get in good with them, I may have access to the medicine I need. You may be doing this for the good of the realm, but my brother comes first.
Our familiar ties, I understand, don't you worry.
So you'll back down?
I can't do that. I sympathise, I really do sympathise. But you have to understand that my oath demands I see this through to the end. I'll give you a good fight, and if you win, you win. But what I could agree to you, here's a compromise for you. The chap in the orange, what do you know about him?
Not much. His name's Sal Mescler. I think, from what I can gather, he's the one everyone's putting their bets on to win.
How about this then? Take him down, then let's see what happens.
I've actually had a few people come up to me today saying they're happy to pay me to take out the Dragonborn first.
Oh, the Dragonborn is a showboater. I wouldn't worry about him.
You seem pretty good with that glaive.
Oh, he is, don't get me wrong. I've seen him fight. But it's more of a matter of if we can take that one out, then it'd be easier. Would you not say? And I point at the orange guy. No, I not point, but like indicate my head.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh, that's just unfortunate, isn't it? Oh, well.
Pretty good. Let's say, we'll see what happens on the day, I suppose. But if you're not going to concede, tell me, what would you like me to tell your family when you're gone?
Oh, there's none of them left. I'm the last one.
Ah, no one left to mourn you.
Nope, just memory.
I see.
Don't worry, I've made some friends along the way, but they'll understand.
Well, if it comes to it, I'll make your death as swift as possible.
Oh, I'd prefer to spare you, but we'll see how it goes.
I just give you a nod, say, good luck with the hunt.
You as well.
I look forward to our fight tomorrow.
Indeed.
And yeah, he'll wander off into the crowd.
Interesting. Okay, so I know there's at least one person in the field who's, like, at least vaguely good. I mean, obviously GLD exists, but he's just whatever. I wouldn't describe him as good.
There's nothing. GLD is good.
He's chaotic
The
good.
guy you-
What's his
the
name?
guy who was-
Confused.
He's
Yeah.
just confused.
Why
So
would you
I'm
not
still-
team up with GLD?
I
Honestly,
mean, I would, but, like, it's also, like, the optics of the whole show, right? Is that...
it's about winning.
Yeah. And so Tristan's still going to be wandering around. He's still going to be looking, like, chatting to people here and there. You know,
What's
and
Giampus doing?
Well,
What's,
GLD
even Sang. Sang could join at any moment, it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll just say what GLD is going to do first, then we'll move on to that. So after he's kind of got Rogar's attention, he also wants to see about the other fighters to see who he's up against tomorrow. So he won't approach the orange guy because he's surrounded by loads of other people, but he will approach the guy in green.
Okay. So we'll say, yeah, right after he's left his conversation with Tristan, we'll say, hello there.
Hello. I see you are one of my opponents tomorrow.
I am, yes.
I can see you're not popular here like me.
I'm more popular than you are, believe me.
I'll give you that. Someone has to be the bad guy, don't they?
Yes, I suppose so. Have you much experience with all of this?
Oh, yes. Where I come from, I was forced to fight in these sort of gladiatorial battles. But
I would imagine so.
Where I came from, they were all to the death.
Yes. I've spent my fair share of time in Lower Netheril. I know how rough it can be. So you're just here to, what, try and make a name for yourself? Get out of the lower planes?
Exactly. Get some wealth and fortune.
Well, I'll give you the same warning I just gave to your friend over there. I'd recommend you bow out,
Why would I do that?
because this means more to me than it does to you.
But it means a lot to me. You're gonna have to give me more than that.
Whatever undercover thing you and your friend there have going on, there are other ways you can go about achieving your goal. There's only one way I can get mine, and that's by
What is
winning
your
this.
goal?
It's none of your concern.
Also, how do you know he's my friend?
Please. You tried to hide it, but the two of you were talking constantly. Clearly, they're in cahoots.
Very well. I can see you're a smart man. So you know that clearly we will be teaming up tomorrow.
Yes, well, the favourite over there, no point to the guy in orange, seems like a pretty strong opponent himself. What if I teamed up with him?
Well, then you would lose your best chance at getting anything out of this. Because if we win, maybe we can still help you.
Roll persuasion.
Really great at this.
It would just say, "You're only in this for the glory. I can see it. You won't help me.
Well, don't be so sure on that.
I've seen men like you before. I'm pretty sure." He'll just walk off.
I'll just like put my finger up after him. It's like I'm actually a Dragonborn, mate. Honestly. Okay. PLD will find Tristan after that and be like, "That guy's onto us."
Oh, I know.
Just shouting, Tristan!
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 Obviously not.
I know. There's undead in this room.
Did that guy tell you why he wants to win so bad?
Yeah, he wants an elixir for his dying brother.
Why don't we just say that if we win, we'll just give it to him anyway?
Yeah, well, I don't know. He never told me what elixir he wanted, so that's kind of pointless, isn't it, really? Like,
Well, we could just... He doesn't seem to like me, but maybe you could reason with him. Just be like,
I did.
if we win, we'll find this elixir for you.
Yeah, I told him that, like, at the end of the day, my oath demands that he tries to get me bow out, but my oath demands I cannot, and well, I'll still try to find a way to help him. He's got a noble cause. So I'd rather see if we could spare him, but the orange one I don't really care for.
Yeah, I'll kill him. Don't worry.
But there's an undead in here somewhere. Rogar said that there's a pretty high up mage guy here, so I'm suspicious that it might be him. But I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because this is...
Well, I'll leave that to you. That's your area. But if you need something, I'll be around.
Alright.
A man in white robes, like white and gold, will walk up to you, Tristan, almost like walking straight past Giampus and like standing in front of him. And he's like, Waters, I'm getting to know the contestants for tomorrow. Mind if we have a word?
Of course. Are you getting to know all of the contestants?
Yes, individually. And he'll like just turn to Giampus, give like a little nod to Giampus, but then turn straight back to you.
Alright then, I'll nod to Gampus, and I'll be like, alright, I'll see you later then.
I'll nod.
And he says you sort of begin walking with him. This guy makes sure that Giampus is out of earshot before saying, "The name's Tolvrays, by the way."
Tall Greys, huh? Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Yes, Tolvrays, one of the majorocracy here.
Ah.
I'm also the one running this whole gambit. As I'm sure you're aware by now, this position of First Sword is more of a ceremonial position than anything. But makes for good sport, makes for good betting. And quite a few people are betting against that one over there. And he gestures his head towards Giampus. Say, whether you win or lose, you can make sure he's taken out. I can promise you a fair sum.
Well, whilst I appreciate the offer, annoyingly, I'm one of those stuck-in-the-mud paladin types, you see. I don't really care for cash.
Well, he's your opponent anyway, is he not? I'm not saying to kill him, I'm just saying make sure he doesn't win.
Oh, well, only one of us can win. Don't mind. Don't worry about it. I'm not throwing anything.
Splendid.
I've been out of town for a while. I've been wandering around fighting orcs, all of that sort of thing. So could you just catch me, maybe if you could spare a couple of minutes of your time, you could catch me up to speed with what's going on?
What would you like to know? There's lots going on here. Always is.
Well, let's start from the top, shall we? Who's in charge these days?
The council, as always.
Okay.
Of which I am a member.
Who's the biggest? Who's the big wig of the council, in your opinion? Aside from yourself, of course.
Well, I suppose Alice and Maisel are the two appointees for the moment. But really, the council all works in harmony.
Oh, that's
we
good.
decide things together.
That's good. No, I'm just checking. You know, as I've said, been away for a while. You never know what can happen with these political scenes. Beyond me, I'm just a mere swordsman.
Yes. Well, if you are victorious on the morrow, I'm sure you'll get to know everything soon enough.
Most interesting. So I know about the. I had a chat with the chap in the turquoise. What about this chap in the orange armor? Seems to be quite the popular man.
Yes. Well, as I say, I've been taking bets from quite a few wealthy people, and most of them are betting on him.
Well, that's interesting.
He is comes from a very wealthy family here in Jiksidur, very well known. He has the backing of his father's bank and the skill of quite a fancy sword. I notice you've got a fancy sword of your own there.
Yes. This one's a bit more divine in nature, I believe.
Yes, well, each to their own. Either way, Samuslo over there is the clear favourite to win.
Who's the second, just out of curiosity?
A few things have been going around. Honestly, it's about neck and neck between you and Heath over there.
Oh, okay. So a fair challenge then. Interesting.
Yes. I've had a few people betting on the Dragonborn, but I think most people want him to lose.
Ah, yes, that good old-fashioned upper versus lower Neferal sort of angle, eh?
To be honest, I'm not really sure why he's here or how he even got into this competition. We don't usually let his likes join. Really, it would be a bit of an embarrassment for the city if he won. So.
I see. Well, I'm sure there's some strings that could be pulled to make that little problem go away.
There always are. And like I say, you could be one of those strings, and it could be very rewarding for you.
This is true. Yes, I will take your offer into consideration, my good sir.
Good. And if you are victorious on the morrow, then I look forward to seeing you soon. Right. If not, best of luck with the rest of your life.
Well, thank you very much.
Move over to go and talk to Heath.
Okay.
Going back to Sang, obviously, I assume I didn't get kicked out when they were setting it all up then.
Yeah, you could have hidden in one of the side rooms. So yeah, you could.
Okay, so I would have come out earlier, obviously, when it all got going.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Rogar said he'd introduce me to this guy, right?
He can. He's currently performing.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll kind of mingle around. Is there anyone from earlier that's still here, or is these all brand new people?
Make a perception check.
Or even the proprietor.
The proprietor, Zamira, is still here. She just seems to be making light conversation with people. Other than a few of the people you assumed worked there, all the guests from before have gone.
Okay. Interesting. Do I see any of the others?
On the 15, yeah, I'll say you can pick up everybody in the room.
Okay. It's fine. I'm going to pretend I haven't seen them, though.
Sure.
Because I want to wait for Rogar to introduce me to this other guy. So I'll kind of just hang around, mingle around.
Yeah. We'll say there's a lull in the music, and Rogar eventually will meet up with you, and he'll introduce you to Tolvraze, this man who Tristan's just spoken to, and Rogar will say, "This is my bodyguard," and he'll be like, "Ah, it's the Dragonborn from earlier. I was telling you, say, guys, I was telling you about him. He's hilarious. Do one of your jokes. Do something funny." And Rogar's like, he'll try and punch Sang. What does Sang do?
She'll move out the way, but then trip him over. So with her foot, so he falls headlong into a table.
He'll then use telekinesis to stop himself from hitting into the table, and then rise up back onto his feet, and everyone will give a little clap. Say, "This guy, hilarious. You've certainly not disappointed tonight, Rogar. I was very glad I spotted you earlier." And he's like, "Oh yeah. So anyway, Sang, what do you want to speak to this guy?"
Right. Hello, Rogar. My friend here has told me you invited him to this party. We'd just like to thank you. I'm his bodyguard / manager.
You take a cut of all of his winnings.
Something like that. And we deal with any, these entertainment business can be dangerous, so I deal with any nuisances. There was a little incident earlier on. I don't know if you heard about that.
Yes, we did hear about that. My sources tell me that Zorn were involved.
So I understand. It seems like it was all some kind of big misunderstanding.
Well, whatever it was, you dealt with it, as is your job. And our star here is unscathed. He's like, "Well, I was a bit scathed, but yeah."
Yeah, I hear there's a big tournament going on now. It's a shame I wasn't here earlier. Maybe I could have joined in.
Perhaps, but I can certainly get both of you tickets to see the finals tomorrow, if you'd like.
Oh yes, please. I'm sure we'd love that. We love watching a good fight, don't we, Rogar?
Oh yeah, we love it.
Maybe I can fight the challenger myself, or the winner myself sometime.
I'm afraid this competition is already deep into the
Oh
listings.
no, I don't mean in the competition. I just mean for fun. Afterwards.
Maybe. Well, I suppose we'll see you both tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. He didn't seem too suspicious.
Yeah, Rogar would just be like, so, like, what's the plan from here then? Like, he'll message you.
Just keep an eye out to see if we hear any more rumors of anything then. There doesn't seem to be much else going on, but at least we've found Tristan and GLD as well.
I'll say, unless there's anything else people want to do,
Well, I'll meet up with Tristan.
Yeah, we'll say as like the event's coming to a close, people start to leave, but you can go and speak with Tristan before it all ends.
Again, I'm going to pretend like I don't know him though. So, like, obviously, when everyone's in earshot, I'll just be like, "Oh, you're one of the competitors. Can't wait to see you fight." And then we'll kind of lead him off to a more quiet place to talk. All right, Tristan.
Yeah. What's going on?
Well, Rogar here almost got assassinated earlier.
Of course, typical.
Me and Dalar are here as well. Dalar's currently, there's like a resistance organization trying to bring down the majocracy here. And we've kind of got in with their leaders through, we kind of all teleported in here and we kind of met up with them that way. So we're kind of in with the resistance there, but we're trying to find the others first.
Yes, that's good. If you work the resistance angle, we'll work the majocracy angle. This works out quite nicely.
What's your plan, like, if you win this competition?
Either GLD or I becomes first sword, and then that means we're in a position of power with the majocracy. I've not heard the name Larlock mentioned once.
No,
I've done a little
I
bit
spoke
of
to
digging.
this guy who seems to be organizing it, and he didn't seem particularly suspicious.
There's
just
undead in this room.
a bureaucrat. But we can't tell where it's coming from.
I can't tell exactly who it is, but there's definitely undead here. This is the first I've felt it. So,
what about this popular guy, the guy in orange?
I have my suspicions. He apparently has got a similar sort to me, but it's not divine of nature, so I managed to figure that much out.
Maybe I can try and speak with him then. He seems to be very popular. I could pretend to be really impressed by him.
Yeah, I sure suck up to him. I know nothing about him. I know that the one in turquoise is called Heath, and that he's looking to get an elixir to cure his dying brother. So I know it's not him. It's obviously not GLD, so he's the only one.
I will say you would know that it's probably not the guy in orange because you were with him earlier, and the scent was not there then.
Right.
It was only here when you entered this room.
So, and I spoke to the organizer of this whole affair, and he seems like your usual scheming mage noble. So, but there's definitely someone undead here.
Okay. Think it's worth speaking to this guy in orange then?
I think it's worth to just try and get a bit of information as well.
Okay.
Sure. We'll say as you say this, he's on his way out with like a whole crowd around him.
I'd catch up if I was you.
Okay. I'll tag along to the crowd.
Okay. Do you make yourself known within the crowd?
Who exactly is in this crowd?
It just looks like a bunch of nobles who are just like hanging off this guy's every word. But he makes his way to a carriage outside and is about to get in.
Can I like push myself to the front and I'll be like, "Excuse me."
Yes. Hello.
Hello. You're one of the fighters tomorrow. I hear you're the favorite to win.
I am indeed. The name is Sam Mascler. A pleasure. And he'll like take your hand and like kiss it.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. I've got something of a experience with fighting and fighters myself, so I'd love to hear more about you. I'm planning to watch the fight tomorrow, but unfortunately I didn't get to speak to you during the gathering tonight. You have far too many followers.
Yes, too many adoring fans, but I have heard of you. You were the one who caused that ruckus earlier, I think.
Well, I'd say solved it is more what happened. It was caused by some gang, but obviously they were no match for me. And I feel like you might be the only one on my sort of level here.
Well, go ahead and roll persuasion.
So
Or deception.
Persuasion.
I'll say you can roll deception if you want, because it's
It won't be deception because I feel like he's actually much worse than me.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, nat one.
No, nat one is nat one. I'll say, perhaps another time. I am busy at the moment, but do put a bet on me. And you'll just get into the carriage, close the door, and it'll ride off.
Yeah, I don't get advantage on anything with that, do I? No.
Nope.
So unlucky. Damn.
But the night comes to a close. I'll say, where do you all sort of head off to at the end of the night?
Well, I'm going to stick with Rogar because I can't get back into the.
True.
So hopefully I'll get a bunk with Rogar for the night.
Yeah, we'll say Rogar can sort you out with a room at the Sultry Slumber House. Tristan and Giampus.
Guess we head back to the arena because we've got nowhere else to go.
There's no rooms there.
Oh.
Just sleep by the entrance.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, Tristan, what do we do?
Well, I guess we get rooms. Although you may find that slightly difficult. Oh,
yeah,
Patrick, actually, with the room emptying, has the undead presence gone?
Yes, it has.
Is the organizer dude still around?
No, most of the room is empty now. There's literally only like the stragglers left. Pretty much everyone's gone.
Whilst obviously Sang was doing her thing with Tristan, could he have noticed when the undead presence went? Because he was actively looking for it.
I'll say roll perception. Nah, difficult to tell. There was whole crowds of people all filing out at once. So it could have been any one of
Yeah, it could have been anyone. Okay.
Maybe it lingered after the person had actually left.
Yeah, on a 6 perception check, it's sort of difficult to tell.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, I guess we get rooms somewhere, maybe at this place.
Yes, of course you won't be able to pay for those rooms because none of your coin is legal tender here.
Oh yeah, that's true. I gave GLD 5 gold for no reason.
What do we?
So, how do you go about trying to get a room here? What do you say to them after they say, "Yeah, we don't accept that coin wherever it's from"?
Well, as we are competitors in the grand performance tomorrow, us staying here would be great for your business.
Go ahead and roll persuasion. They say to you, Giampus, that's all well and good, but we are a business,
Look, here you are. No matter what happens tomorrow, you are looking at one of the 2 potential first swords, and think about the prestige and the future commerce and revenue you could have if you can put on your name, you could put underneath your tavern that champions of the city stayed in this establishment. You can draw in, you can utilize it.
This is a fine establishment. We've had many fine people stay here before. You are just 2 important names in a long list of important names.
Okay, don't worry. GLD's got another idea.
No,
okay, shall we?
Nah.
No, wait. It could work.
What are you doing?
What are you going to do?
Tristan's going to start turning away.
The rod of rulership.
I know, Tristan's definitely turning away.
What are you... Okay, do I have to make a wisdom save or something?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Fuck. What's the DC?
15. No!
Yeah, Tristan's definitely he's started to walk away before GLD even tried doing this.
Okay, as you try and do that, it fails. And she goes, "What did you just try and do to me?"
I'll just turn around and go off.
Don't worry about it. Thanks for the party. I'll see you later.
She immediately calls, "Keepers! Weave keepers!"
Alright, I'm just gonna be like, GLD, you better run, don't drag me into this, bro.
What are you doing?
This is a misunderstanding. How about
2 weave keepers will enter the premises.
Tristan's just gonna back away from the
look, I'm one of the competitors tomorrow. You can't arrest me now.
What's going on here? He just tried to charm me, I think. Something to do with that rod. They'll put out a hand. It's just like, give me the rod.
Just okay, I'll give it to him.
Okay, I'll take the rod. Say, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Come with
What's
us.
the easy way?
The easy way is you come with us.
How long will this take? Because I've got an appointment tomorrow.
You're not going to be making it to your appointment. And the guy next to him just sort of like takes him aside for a moment. They have a quick conversation. Say, all right, you can come with us. You can spend the night in a cell, and tomorrow you can go about your business. From what I hear, you're an important person.
Yes, thank you. I will do that.
There you go. GLD's secured a room.
There you go.
Exactly. See, Tristan, you're homeless.
I was not.
GLD's got a nice.
I am lawful good, not pragmatic.
Mhm.
There's a difference.
All right. So Giampus goes with these weed keepers to spend the night in a cell. What does Tristan do? He's the only one left stranded right now.
Well, I guess I just go and try and find somewhere to sleep. Like,
Just in an alleyway.
There's got to be like
a bridge,
like a lower establishment, or maybe like a like a church of some sort. As a paladin.
There are temples around.
Yeah, can you find like a temple?
Sure, you could go to a temple. So you wander in. It's quite quiet. You know, it's nighttime by this point. One of the priests will walk up to you, say, "Yes, my son. How can I help you?"
I'm sorry to bother you, but I'm a paladin in the city and I'm seeking accommodation. Unfortunately, none of the currency I have is viable here, and I was wondering if maybe I could call upon some of your goodwill and just beg a room for just a singular night.
Roll persuasion with advantage. Yeah, he'll say, "Yes, we can share a room. We had another guest arrive earlier today. I'll show you to them."
Oh, brilliant! Thank you very much.
No, I
I'm just
think
going to be
it's
Marion.
yeah.
He leads you through. Little knock on the door, and you enter into the room, and Marion is in there, as I'm sure you
Gangs together.
predicted.
Ah, hello there.
She'll just give you a nod and say, once the guy's gone, "How's it going?"
Well, I'm in a bit of a fight tomorrow, you see. We're in this arena. Gonna try and become first sword.
Right.
What's about you?
I just showed up in this temple. I think there's... Well, I tried asking around to see if I could find any of you guys. No luck. So I thought I'd just stay here in the temple. There are some mages coming here tomorrow, apparently. I was going to try and weasel my way in with them, but what's your angle?
Well, either I or GLD will become first sword, and I'm hoping to work it from the angle from the top, you see, get involved into magocracy at its highest, you see. Sang and Dalar have integrated with the resistance, so we've got people everywhere. Reed and Ulfgar I don't know about.
Right. Well, we should probably try and find them before we proceed with anything too crazy. But it's good that we've at least found most of the company at this point. I'll keep trying to work my angle, see if I can find my own way in. But if I fail, is there any way of you, I don't know, pulling some strings? I suppose it depends on if you win tomorrow or not.
Well, if I am first sword, I can probably get a cleric companion as a paladin. So
Okay.
I'm sure there's something I can do. I mean, we can just say we got to know each other tonight, and then I'll be like, I appreciate your companionship, so I'll bring you along, or something like that. You know, the usual.
Right. Okay. Well, let's get some rest then.
I
Got
will
to fight
say-
tomorrow. You'll need your rest.
I will say though, the undead. What have you? Anything?
No undead here, as far as I can tell.
I was in a big party thing for the champions, that sort of thing, and there was definitely undead there. Don't know who it was, but there's something here. Whether it's the mages at the top, I don't know. This is bizarre. Like, do you think these people are actually alive, or do you think it's a memory?
I have no idea. From what I can tell, though, I asked somebody what date it was, and he said it was 2661, which I can only assume we've gone back in time rather than forwards.
Well, this is old Neferil, so yeah.
But you think we've really gone back in time?
Whether it's backward time or whether it's a memory of that time, I'm not sure. Because if this is actual, these are all alive people. But But if we've come in at a specific time, then are they living their lives? Have they always been, like? Is there a whole world here? Because they talk about things outside of the city, but I don't know. It's bizarre, but
Has your Lich friend spoken to you? He spoke to you before, and he asked you to come here, right?
He did, but I've not heard his name, and I've not heard Larlock's name either. The council members that were mentioned to me, no names were familiar to me.
Right.
But it could be that maybe they're some of the liches in the present. I don't know, but it's very strange. I'm not sure.
Yes, certainly food for thought.
Yep. But yeah, we'll get some rest.
Okay. And yeah, as you guys bed down for the evening, everybody in their own individual spots, we will leave it there for tonight.
Nice.
Woohoo.